Thanks. Thanks very much. Nice to be here at the Conan O'Brien Show. Can't you feel the excitement? Whoa, man, this is like having hair. Imagine how I feel. So this is a big week for me. It was this week a year ago that my wife and I got married. And oh, thanks. Okay. We got a chance to go to Spain for the honeymoon. We get to fly for free because my wife's job. She's a terrorist. So we got to go to Spain. And if you're going to get engaged, don't do what I did, because I got the ring by myself. I should really go with her to get the ring, because it wasn't what she wanted. I had to try to return it, and the van wasn't there. Just a tip. So. Weird thing when I get married, you have to decide what gifts you want your friends to give you. And my wife liked this certain kind of glassware, so we had to go down and register at the gas station. We just see the Cincinnati Bengals with the complete set. So. My mother's funny because from time to time she puts on her wedding dress, not because she's sentimental. She just gets really far behind in her laundry. My father's a very strange guy. My father's allergic to cotton. He has pills he can take, but he can't get them out of the bottle. What do you do? Never forget my first day of school, my parents dropped me off at the wrong nursery. I didn't know anybody, surrounded by trees. Like being a kid. Money as a kid, I had a lemonade stand for about 6 weeks and made no money. I had to burn it down and collect the insurance. I used to play cowboys and Indians. I was always one of the Indians. You know, I had my own casino. I made the white man pay, I'll tell you. I used to play doctor with this little girl in my neighborhood all the time. One time we got caught. Luckily it was a Wednesday, and we were just playing golf. I was a bedwetter when I was little. Of course, I sleepwalked too, so I could wet 3 or 4 beds in the course of an evening. Didn't have too many friends in summer camp. The dog, Patches, we call him Patches because he's always trying to quit smoking. It's the 90s. I've been doing a lot of stupid things, I have to admit. Last time I went on vacation, I was in such a rush to get to the airport. I got there and realized I forgot my luggage. I felt so stupid, carrying my clothes in a big pile. Well, who wouldn't, you know? It took me hours to get all my stuff off that belt. Still missing socks. Sometimes I'm just not paying attention. I went to a wax museum. I couldn't believe how realistic these wax figures were. I waited in line behind one of them for 20 minutes. Thinking, why is this guy dressed like Genghis Khan? No idea. Got in a fight today with the waitress at the IHOP. I'm halfway through the silver dollar pancakes and I realize I don't have enough cash. So for a tip, I have to leave 3 pancakes. Apparently, they don't take their own currency. Did something stupid today, made some low-sodium soup. Have you ever had low-sodium soup? It needs salt. And not just a little, I had to keep pounding salt. And finally, I had to put salt around the rim of the bowl and drink it like a margarita. It was okay. A weird week last week. I went by the welfare office. They have an unemployee of the month. I was shocked. Weird day today. I got something in the mail today that said, "This is not a bill." Opened up, said, "That was the envelope. This is the bill." I bought a box of animal crackers. It said, "Do not eat if seal is broken." I opened it up. Sure enough. The giraffe was fine. You guys have been terrific. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, Kiley, everybody. We'll be right back. Hello, folks. We're back. Ladies and gentlemen, my next guest tonight is a very funny comedian. He's been on the show before, and we insisted on having him back. Folks, please welcome Brian Kiley.
Thanks very much. This is really a very big time for me. I found out recently that my wife's going to have our first little baby. Well, thanks. Oh, stop. Well, thanks. It was nothing, but thanks. Well, it's funny. She wasn't feeling well, and I didn't think anything of it. Then she started throwing up every morning and putting on weight, and then it occurred to me. She's got a drinking problem. Luckily not, you know. Now, the only drawback is my wife gets these cravings now. In the middle of the night, she'll get these cravings for other men. So frustrating, you know. But, yeah. So we had that ultrasound done, and we're going to have a little boy. Well, or a little girl with a penis. You know, it's so hard to tell from those things, you know. But last week we signed up for those Lamaze classes, and big mistake. They had a 2-year waiting list. Now, yesterday we went to buy a baby carriage, and the really nice baby carriages were $400 or $500. So that's when we decided that we're going to have an indoor baby. You know, we're going to clip his nails and keep him in the house, you know. But we really are very excited, especially because a year ago, my wife and I, we were told that we were unable to have children by our landlord. So, yeah. Thanks. You guys, nice. It's a fun job. My last job I had, I hated it. I worked one day, and the boss knew I was really unhappy. So before I left, he asked me if I'd give it the old college try, and I said, okay. So I drank all night and didn't show up the next day. You got to keep your word. I worked in college. I sold encyclopedias when I was in college. Then the librarian caught me. Ooh. She was pissed. I didn't do well in college. The only class I did well in was psychology. My term paper on dreams was actually published. Did you read Penthouse? I was a guy named Jojo. I never had a girlfriend in high school. My sister, when she was in high school, she went out with the captain of the chess team. My parents loved him because he was the captain of the chess team. They figured any guy that took hours to make a move was okay by them, you know. So, genius. You guys take the SATs when you were in high school? Yeah. I got caught cheating on the SATs. It was so stupid. I'd written one of the answers down on my hand, the letter B. You know, I'd get to one I don't know. B. B again. There were a lot of B's that day. I had really bad skin when I was in high school, too. I used to pray that someday my skin would clear up. And I think I prayed way too hard. Yeah. A lot more cleared up than I had hoped. You know, wasn't the plan. My wife's funny because she's about a foot shorter than I am, so she has no idea that I'm bald. Wait till she finds out, you know. I've definitely changed now that I'm married. One thing I never do now that I'm married is I never check out other women. I let my wife do it for me. We'll be walking somewhere, she'll go, "Do you see that woman over there with the skirt up to here? I almost missed her. You know, thank God you're here. You know, keep up the good work, I'll tell you. She can spot them." Yeah. I love being married. I was single for a long time, and I just got so sick of finishing my own sentences. Yeah. Well, that doesn't have to happen anymore. So, I stayed with one of my unmarried friends recently. What I don't get are these people that instead of buying like a 4-pack or an 8-pack of toilet paper, they buy the single individual roll. Are you trying to quit? It's so stupid, you know. I do stupid things. I have trouble sleeping, so I bought this tape of ocean waves to help me fall asleep. Just as I'm nodding off, I could hear, "Help!" Yeah, you guys have been terrific. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. Thanks.
That was great. Very funny. Brian Kiley, everybody. We'll be right back.
thanks very much. This is a very big time for me. My wife and I just recently had our first little baby. Oh, well, thanks. Thanks. I'll tell you, it was so exciting being in the delivery room and watching the birth and knowing that I'm probably the father. It's great. So, it's hard to describe. But, of course, like any parent, I want my kid to have all the advantages in life that I never had. So we started putting money aside for his hair weave. You know, because, yeah, those things are expensive. So. What amazes me, though, is how much even babies will just imitate everything that you do. Like, I'm on the phone today, and I look over, and he's on his little toy phone, you know, dialing 1-900. He's a crafty one. I think it's hard being a parent now because kids are very sophisticated these days. When I was a kid, I was afraid of the boogeyman. My 4-year-old nephew sleeps with the light on because he's afraid of the Islamic Jihad. And things are a lot different now than when I was growing up. We didn't have drive-by shootings when I was growing up. If we wanted to shoot somebody, we had to walk 20 miles through the snow with no shoes. Uphill both ways, okay. I grew up in a mobile home, so never had to mow the lawn or shovel snow. Plus, you learn a lot when you live in a mobile home. Do you know the average Jehovah's Witness can run 35 miles an hour? Unbelievable. Did your parents make you go to church or temple or whatever growing up? Yeah. Most embarrassing church, they come out with the collection plate. I've got no money. Last week I'm sitting there writing out a check. I just put to God. I didn't sign it because he knows who I am. I love that about him. My parents are funny. My dad is 11 years older than my mother. They were high school sweethearts. Yeah. Kind of a bad student. And I love my parents, but they're ridiculous. I mean, my dad is under strict orders not to eat fried food. So, of course, he brings home fried food, and my mother throws it in the garbage, and the animals get at it. This has been going on for years. We have raccoons in our neighborhood with heart conditions. I came home once, there was one lying in the driveway going, "My pills, get my pills." Now that my dad's retired, he's gone back to college, and we're very proud of him, you know, except when he comes home from a keg party and pees out the window, you know. Yeah. I'm still not that comfortable with my wife's parents. Like, for Christmas, they give us one present. They go, "This is for the both of you." So we opened it up. It was this black lace teddy thing. Yeah. So I wore it to breakfast the next morning. Didn't want to seem ungrateful. I love my wife, but some of her habits drive me crazy. She brushes her teeth with baking soda. So her breath always smells like whatever's in the refrigerator. My wife's a lot of fun. She woke up one day last week in a panic. She's like, "Oh, I hope nothing's happened to my grandfather, because my grandmother appeared to me in my dream." I'm thinking, boy, I hope Bruce Willis is okay, because Demi Moore appeared to me in my dream. Wouldn't want any harm to come to the guy. We had a terrible week last week. Some guy broke into our house last week. Our house has been broken into about 17 times. We don't even bother to dust anymore. We just wait for the police to come and do it. This guy's a terrible burglar. Didn't even take our TV. He just took the remote control. Now he drives by and changes channels on us. I locked my keys in my car last week. You know, the moment that you lock your keys in your car, it's like the climax to an action movie, because you see it in slow motion. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no! guys have been terrific. Thanks very much. Thanks a lot.
Hi. That was great. Brian Kiley, everybody. Very funny. We'll be right back with Kurt.
Well, thanks. Thanks very much. This is a very big week for me. Our little baby turned 1 year old this week. Thanks. Thanks. You know, I don't know whether you guys are parents, but it had to be the happiest moment of my life when we got those tests back proving he was mine. What a thrill, you know. And it's an exciting time. He just started talking, mostly in Ebonics, which is even more exciting, you know. My wife and I were trying to have a baby with a system where every day I would take her temperature. And every time it was 99 or above, then we would make love. And this went on for about 3 months until she caught me stirring my coffee with the thermometer. Had a good thing going for a while there. Friends of ours had a baby recently, and what was interesting was that the ultrasound was wrong. They were told they were having a girl, and they had a little boy. So can you imagine after spending all that money on girl clothes and designing a room for a girl, to have to pay for a sex change on top of it? Oh, forget it. Yeah. Thanks. I think it's hard being a parent now because kids are very sophisticated now. You know, I asked my 4-year-old nephew what he wants to be when he grows up, and he said the plaintiff in a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. That's what I want to be, you know. Yeah, my family, we moved around a lot growing up because of my dad, but eventually we always found him. That was good. A lot of scary things happened to me as a kid. On my 7th birthday, my mother dropped my birthday cake and the kitchen caught on fire. And she'd put those trick candles on the cake, so the fire department had to keep coming back to put the fires out. We used to play Army when we were little. We'd invite the girls from the neighborhood over, and then we'd sexually harass them. So, I definitely think kids today grow up a lot faster than we did. I mean, I didn't lose my virginity until I was, you know, well into my marriage. And now, you know. My wife and I, we dated for 9 years before we got engaged, one Christmas Eve. And I remember I gave her the ring right after she gave me a ultimatum. Always nice to get one of those. You know. How'd she know? You know. I'm so glad I didn't propose publicly. I was at a baseball game last summer, and this plane flew overhead with this banner that said, "Ann, will you marry me, Dave?" And apparently, Ann said no because this other plane showed up and shot the first plane down. My wife and I get along well, which I'm appreciative of. We've only had one really big fight the whole time we've been married, about 2 weeks ago. We went to a bar, and apparently I had too much to drink because I asked her for her phone number. Yeah, well, at least I was interested. You know, it's my argument. So, my wife admitted to me recently that when we first met, she didn't really like me very much. Yeah, but luckily for me, she really wanted to stay in this country. Things worked out, you know. Of course, when you're a new parent, you worry about everything. You know, we were at the doctor's the other day, and I'm like, is his penis supposed to be fully grown at his age? The doctor's like, fully grown? It's a ½ inch big. Yeah. Right. What? You know, I always get in these situations. You know, a couple weeks ago, friends of ours had a party, and right in the middle of the party, their 3-year-old daughter looks at me and goes, "You have no hair." And everyone's laughing, and I'm embarrassed. And you're so helpless in that circumstance. All I could do, it was later on when no one was around, was take her aside and say, "Listen, your parents wanted me to tell you that they don't really love you." You're just pretending. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Thanks, man.
Brian Kiley, everybody. We'll be right Everybody, we're back. My next guest tonight is a regular at the Faneuil Hall Comedy Connection in Boston. Please welcome a very funny guy, Brian Kiley.
Well, thanks. Thanks very much. It's nice to be here. I had kind of an interesting week. I finally got my tattoo removed. For the longest time, I had this tattoo on my head that said hair. It just wasn't fooling that many people. So we, my wife and I, we have a 2-year-old boy. So Christmas was a lot of fun this year. And in fact, today she dressed him up in his new little sailor suit, you know. And then he wouldn't stop cursing. Asked me where I could find some action in this town. He's all excited because I took him out yesterday and he got to meet a policeman. He also got to meet a traffic judge and a defense attorney, so it was a big day. Our little boy's going through what they call the Oedipus phase, where he comes into our bedroom in the middle of the night every night and he wants to sleep with my wife. Our mailman's going through the same phase. I can't wait till he outgrows it. And, now that I'm a dad, I'll call my dad and ask for advice, and he always says the same thing. You know, how did you get this number? Which is so not helpful. And as much as I love being a parent, it is so nerve-wracking, you know, because you're just constantly worrying. You know, what if they're not mine? It never ends. I grew up in the suburbs, in a neighborhood that was not very tough at all. Even our school bully was only passively aggressive. You know, he wouldn't take your lunch and just go, "You're going to eat all that? Okay." I remember my kindergarten teacher hated me. She used to find any excuse to pick on me, especially during nap time. Like I'm the only guy in the world who sleeps naked. When you're little, did your parents ever give the old "when I was your age" thing? I can remember being 5 years old, my father saying to me, "When I was your age, I was a caddy at a golf course." I'd say, "Dad, you're still a caddy at a golf course." Hasn't helped you one bit. And I love my parents, but they made some mistakes. You know, my brother Vivian is still bitter. Let it go, Viv. I definitely think kids today grow up a lot faster than we did. I mean, I didn't lose my virginity until I was, well into my marriage. And now, my brother always bragged about sex. He always brags the first time he had sex, he was in the 7th grade. I'm always like, yeah, but you were 19 at the time. It's not that impressive, really. So my wife and I, we've been married now for 6 years in a row. I have to admit, I'm very old-fashioned. When we go out to dinner, I usually order for my wife. Usually because I'm driving, and it's so hard to yell from the passenger seat all the way across, But one thing we've learned, I really think that if your kids are under the ages of 4 or 5, there's kind of an unwritten rule that you can bring them into an opposite-sex bathroom. I actually had somebody roll their eyes at me recently because I brought my 2-year-old with me into the ladies' room. Come on. He's 2. Yeah. But the thing I have the most trouble with as a parent is trying to discipline my little guy, because everything he does makes me laugh, and you don't want to send the wrong message, Like a couple weeks ago, he somehow got a hold of a carving knife. And he was stabbing my in-laws repeatedly. It was funny, but I had to be like, no, that's bad. You got to do that. I think my brother's a bad influence on my little boy, because my brother's one of these people, people like this that are constantly putting other people down for no reason. We were in the mall last week. He goes, look at that old guy. Will you look at that fat bastard? I'm like, it's Santa. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. Thanks very much.
That was great. Brian Kiley, everybody. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, everybody, we are back. My next guest tonight will be appearing at the Comedy Studio in Harvard Square in Cambridge, Massachusetts, this Saturday. Please welcome, he's one of the funniest people out there, Brian Kiley.
Thanks very much. I had a good day today. I hung out with my kids today. I have a 2-year-old girl and a 4-year-old boy. And they're both at such a cute age. Our babysitter is 19, which is also a cute age. I've noticed. And last night I was explaining to my little boy all about the tooth fairy and how when he loses a tooth, he'll put it under his pillow and get $1 the next day. And he looked at me and said, wow, you must have made a killing from the hair fairy. Yeah. Oh, he got a timeout. One thing I know is about parents always seem to make ridiculous predictions about their kids. The day my little boy was born, a friend of mine called me because his little girl was born the day before. He says, who knows? Maybe they'll end up getting married. My little boy's a day old. His little girl's 2 days old. He's not going to marry someone twice his age. It's so stupid. What's he thinking? And my little boy won't go anywhere without what he calls his blankie. It's actually a blank check he got me to sign a few months ago. They're inseparable. My 2-year-old just started taking swimming lessons every Saturday, and she's so little I have to get in the pool with her. And it's just us and a bunch of young, attractive mothers and their 2-year-olds. And last Saturday, my little girl was sick, so I had to go by myself. Have to get my $80 worth. And my kids are a little bit wild, I have to admit. The only way I can get them to calm down at night is if I read to them from my will. That gets their interest. And my kids, they're a little bit hard to understand, and they can be kind of cranky, and they don't like taking baths. They're like little Europeans. Of course, we spend a lot of time with little kids. It starts to have an impact on you. I went to a bachelor party a couple weeks ago. They're showing this porno movie. Heard myself saying, man, that guy's hung like a horsey. He's going to give her an ouchie. People look at you funny after that. Now, when I was a kid, we used to put on shows in the basement. Did you ever do that? Yeah, my brothers and me would hire a bunch of strippers. My dad would invite his friends. And, would make a killing. It was great. Of course, things have changed since I was a kid. I picked up my little boy at daycare the other day. He told me his best friend, Billy, has 2 mommies. And I thought, man, Billy's daddy is a lucky guy. My wife would never go for that. I have to say, I do think that my wife is the perfect woman for me, and not just because she's bald. For a lot of reasons. And I'm not one of these guys that brags about sex. I hate that. My neighbor does this to me every day. He gives me these detailed stories about him and his wife from the night before, like I wasn't watching. So stupid. We actually had the ultimate parents' nightmare a couple weeks ago. My wife and I were making love, and our 4-year-old stuck his head in the bedroom door. So my wife quickly threw a robe on. She's bringing him back down the hall, and hear my little boy say, "Was Daddy hurting Mommy?" And hear my wife say, "Pfft, that'll be the day." Yeah. Oh, she's a funny one. I was home a couple of years ago. I accidentally walked into my parents making love. Ooh. You should see my face on the video. Oh. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thanks very much. Thanks very much. Thanks. Hilarious.
That was excellent. As promised, always funny. Brian Kiley. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. All right, my next guest can be seen this Saturday at Christine's Comedy Club in Cape Cod. Please welcome, this is a very funny guy, Brian Kiley.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Today was a very big day for me. My wife called me at work today to tell me that I'm going to become a father for the very first time. Thanks. The bad news is we already have 2 kids. Yeah, that makes me suspicious. But, I was with my kids today. Out of nowhere, my 6-year-old said to me, "Dad, where do babies come from?" And I was not prepared. So I just said, "eBay." And left it at that. You have to make some tough decisions when you're a parent. The day after my little boy was born, my wife and I decided to have him circumcised. And he was pissed. He didn't talk to us for like a year after that. I'm amazed at how quickly kids pick up bad habits. My 4-year-old already chews gum, which I don't like. And it's that Nicorette gum, which I really don't like. And last Sunday, my wife and I made the mistake of taking our kids to the art museum. And it's one of these things where we're looking at the paintings, and every time they see a nipple, they have to point and laugh, you know, 'cause they're at that age where they have to copy everything I do. Now, a couple weeks ago, my little girl had her very first dance recital. And as soon as she hit the stage, I almost started crying. You know, she was just so bad. You know, and, we spent all that money, you know, and what a waste. Now, recently, my wife and I, we had our very first teachers conference with my little boy's kindergarten teacher. And it was very interesting because it was one of these things where every time she pointed out one of his faults, it coincidentally happens to be one of my faults, you know. Like she's like, "Well, he's a terrible listener." Okay. "And he daydreams all the time." I see. "And he puts everything off to the last minute." And I'm like, "Does he also make bad financial decisions? Does he drink when he's depressed? How far does this go?" My little boy has a crush on his kindergarten teacher, which I think is normal. I think for just about everybody, at some point in your life, there's one teacher that you had a secret crush on. And for me, it's my wife's aerobics teacher. Yeah. She is pretty hot. Oh. Now, when I was a kid, we used to put on shows in the basement. Did you ever do this? My brothers and me, yeah. My brothers and me would hire a bunch of strippers. My dad would invite his friends. And we'd make a killing. It was great. And, now, my brother and I, our birthdays are about a week apart. And when we turned 16 and 14, for our birthday party, my dad hired a clown. Not to entertain us, but just to show us what would happen to us if we didn't study hard and go to college. This could be you. My dad's an interesting guy. My dad fought in World War II, And he never talks about it, of course, because he's Japanese. He's a sore loser, my dad. Let's just say that. So I flew down to visit him last week for his birthday, and I made the mistake of calling in sick from the airport. Did you ever do this? Don't do this. Because right when I was about to say why I couldn't come in, you could hear, "Flight 709 is now boarding. Flight 709 is now boarding." So I said, "I can't come in. I'm hearing voices." Loud, informative voices. My dad's not the only one getting older. My wife and I, we took care of our life insurance policy last week. And I made a comment to my wife that I hope when I die instantly. And she said, "Don't worry, you will." What the hell is that? Took care of my car insurance recently. You know, the first time I ever had sex was in a car. And whenever I see that kind of car now, I still get excited, you know? Which actually happens a lot, because there's a lot of 98 Ford Escorts on the road. My real pet peeve, though, is I keep running into these like obnoxiously competitive parents who keep bragging about their kid in such a way that you feel like they're putting your kid down. You know what I mean? Met this woman recently who was like, "My little boy speaks English and French, and he's already reading chapter books, and he plays the classical piano." So I said, "Well, my little boy is hung like a Brahma bull." Thanks very much. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
That's hilarious. That's great. Frank Kiley, everybody, let's have a break. We'll be right back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Thanks. I went to my college reunion this weekend, and it's just so funny how things work out. I saw my old girlfriend from college, and when we were at school, she was a business major, and now she's a nurse, which I didn't expect, and she's a male nurse, which I really didn't expect. I never had a girlfriend in high school. My sister, when she was in high school, she went out with the captain of the chess team. And my parents loved him because he was the captain of the chess team. You know. They figured any guy that took 3 hours to make a move was okay by them. When I was in high school, I was in the French club, and we didn't really do anything. Every once in a while, we'd surrender to the German club. When I was in high school, I had really bad skin, and I used to pray that someday my skin would clear up, and I think I prayed way too hard. You know, a lot more cleared up than I had hoped. You know, this wasn't the plan. But when I was a kid, I was a bedwetter when I was little, and of course I sleepwalked too, so I could wet 3 or 4 beds in the course of an evening. Didn't have too many friends in summer camp. So we were having dinner last night, and my little girl said to me, "Dad, when I grow up, I'm going to marry you." And we laughed about it, and my wife said, "Don't make the same mistakes I did." Yeah. So we picked out, we have 2 kids, and we picked out kind of old-fashioned names for our kids. Our little boy is Hunter, and our little girl is Gatherer. Names you don't hear a lot of anymore. But kids will surprise you that the other day my little boy talked back to my wife. She told him to do something, and he said, "No, I don't want to." So I had to pull him aside and say, "Listen, you got to teach me how to do that." But I think kids today grow up a lot faster than we did. A couple months ago, my little boy asked me what gay means, and it wouldn't have bothered me, but it was right after he saw me throw a baseball. My brother called me last night to complain that his teenage daughter dresses too sexy because she doesn't wear a bra, and she should, and her shirt never covers her belly, and half the time her butt crack is exposed. And it made me realize that my dad dresses too sexy. He's got to tone that down. So. My wife's the type of person, she kind of lets her imagination run away with her sometimes. I come home the other night, and she's watching some movie on the Lifetime network where the husband is having an affair with the babysitter. And she said, "You wouldn't do something like that, would you?" And I said, "You know, I'm not that attracted to your mom." So she's okay, but the older I get, the more reflective I get. And I had this sudden realization last night, this epiphany, if you will. It was late at night, I was in my kitchen alone, and I started thinking about how beautiful my kids are and how beautiful my wife is and how lucky I am. And that's when it hit me. I am really drunk. Time to go to bed. Thanks very much. Thank you. Thanks. I had an interesting day today. I was watching the news today, and there was a Muslim extremist on saying that when he dies, he's going to be greeted by 72 virgins. And I thought, you know, I was in the marching band in high school. I know what it's like to hang out with 72 virgins. It's not that great. He's going to be disappointed. And I went to high schools before political correctness. Our school nickname, we were the Fighting Indians. We had a kid who dressed up like an actual Indian who used to dance around the field before every game. So all our games were rained out. I do think people are a lot more open about these things these days. I met one of my new neighbors recently. The very first thing he said to me, he said, "I'm gay, and I was born gay." So after an awkward silence, I just said, "I'm bald, and I was born bald." I did something not too PC. I went hunting for the first time, and I shot an elk. I felt really bad at first, but the guy was wearing a plaid leisure suit, so he had a coming shot. I have to say, these days I get much more excited about my kids' lives than I do about my own. My son hit a home run in T-ball. It was the greatest moment of my life. And I realize it's T-ball, and I know he's on steroids, but what a thrill. So, like a lot of dads, my dream is that my son will grow up to be the next Tiger Woods. And I don't even care if he plays golf. I just want him to marry a hot Swedish model. I would be so proud. It's been a big year for my 7-year-old. 2 months ago, he made his first confession. Took the cops 4 hours to break him. He's got some willpower. So, my wife and I, we just bought a video camera, and we've been videotaping our kids a lot. We think they've been stealing from us. Like some proof. You have to field some tough questions when you're a parent, though. My kids came back from visiting my grandmother recently. My 5-year-old said to me, "Dad, does Nana really have to die?" I'm like, "Well, she did commit a capital crime." Those are the rules. So, I've also noticed, though, the meanings of certain words have changed since I was a kid. When I was growing up, we used to call flip-flops thongs, right? I said to my kids last summer, I said, "You know, Mom and I are thinking of putting our thongs on and going down the beach." They're like, "No, thank you. I don't want to see that. What's the big deal?" So, my wife told me this week she started seeing a therapist. And I'm like, "Can we afford a therapist?" And she's like, "I'm not seeing him professionally." Yeah, that's good to know. Yeah. When I was single, I had a ton of girlfriends. Okay, I only had 2, but they each weighed 1,000 pounds. Thanks for doing the math in your head. A lot of problems. I have trouble sleeping. So I bought this tape of ocean waves to help me fall asleep. Just as I'm nodding off, I could hear, "Help!" You guys have been very nice. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
That was really funny. Brian, Kyle, everybody, we'll take a break. At tonight's State of the Union address, Congress did something that's been making a lot of news. Did you hear about this? Democratic and Republican leaders normally sit across the aisle from each other, but tonight they sat together. That's right. And I thought, that's a good, yeah. I thought this was a great idea, so tonight I've taken people in my audience who would ordinarily never be together, and I've seated them next to each other to show solidarity. For instance, we've seated a porn star next to his doctor with his STD results, and Puppet's looking good to me now.
Yeah. And the porn star's not the guy with the beard, is it?
No, it's the doctor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We also... Maybe he is too. I don't know. I don't want to assume. We sat an Amish person next to a state-of-the-art home theater system. I thought that was nice. And we put Superman next to a guy made entirely of kryptonite, which I thought was the right thing to do. There you go. There you go. All right. Puppet's just staring at that one. All right, last week. I'm not gonna get dissed by a sock. Try again. I'm not impressed. I'm in a very good mood tonight. I'll tell you why. We're going to have an amazing show. The guests line up. Our first guest, I learned some amazing secrets of Hollywood stuntmen from stunt coordinator and martial artist. We've had him on the past. Stephen Ho. I'm going to get hurt. One of my favorite comedians of all time, Patton Oswalt, is on the show. He forgot to fall asleep. And musical guest, we are so thrilled, Wanda Jackson featuring Jack White on guitar. Jimmy Levine on the bass and cable band. One more show coming up to the break. We'll be right back. Every year around this time, McDonald's releases its McRib sandwich, and the McRib sandwich has a huge cult following.
Right.
And, well, it was just revealed, they just announced that McDonald's has decided to push back the McRib launch to late December. Yeah. Yes. And my reaction exactly. This has a lot of people who are anticipating the McRib very, very upset, including one of our writers. Here he is to discuss this controversy, Mr. Dion Cole.
Thank you, Conan. Well, I wrote a funny bit on the McRib sandwich controversy, but I felt that it would be too stereotypical for me to be black talking about the McRib. So I decided to have another writer do the bit I wrote. So here's another one of our writers, Brian Kiley.
Thanks, Conan. McDonald's, why did you all drop the ball like that? Us black people look forward to the McRib coming out every year. And to push back the date just isn't fair. But I noticed that white folks got their Shamrock Shakes on time, didn't they? Where's the justice, McDonald's? And me, being a strong, militant, dark chocolate, with a splash of caramel, righteous brother, I will not tolerate any unfairness, including here at this show. Hey, Conan, where are all the blacks at? There should be more of us working around here. And why isn't there any Hennessy Cavoursier in the green room? And lastly, at this year's Christmas party, can there be more big booty ladies there who can drop it like it's hot and isn't afraid to let a brother like me slap it up and flip it on the dance floor?
Dion Cole, everybody, by way of Brian Kiley. Yeah, thank you. We'll take a break. Well, the last presidential debate was 2 days ago, and one of our writers is still steamed up about it, not happy. Here to discuss why is Mr. Dion Cole.
Thanks, Conan. I wrote this piece about Mitt Romney's performance Monday night, but I thought I would be pretty stereotypical to come out here and be the angry black guy slamming Romney. So I decided to get another writer to do the bit that I wrote. Here's another one of our writers, Mr. Brian Kiley.
Thanks, Conan. Mitt Romney, you sneaky white ass cracker. Agreeing with everything my man Obama said to keep you from getting your ass whooped? Us black people recognize what you were doing. Trying to act all presidential. N-word, please. When it comes to keeping America safe, Obama's the man. Because of his foreign policies, I was able to sit safely in my living room and watch these debates with some of the hottest bitches this side of San Bernardino. I mean, these women are fine. We're talking about racks on racks on racks. And serious junk in the trunk. And Mitt, quit dissing China. Us black people love the way China do business. Where else can you get 10 movies on one DVD for $5? Me, being a thick, dark chocolate, cinnamon, mocha, frappuccino brother, I can tell you, you will never understand the black experience. Have you ever gotten a DWB, Mitt, driving while black? Well, they pull my black ass over all the time, and those mother ain't playing. But it's cool. I'm just gonna keep marching in the trenches, keeping it real, and letting the haters hate. Peace out, y'all.
Everybody, by way of Brian Kiley. Thank you, gentlemen. The day after President Obama's re-election last week, one of our writers, Dion Cole, did a piece. He did a sketch on our show about how all the people in our very, very white office, they all wanted to congratulate Dion on Obama's victory. They followed him around everywhere, and it was a really funny piece. Well, since it aired, the clip has gone viral. It's gotten very popular, but Dion's been catching some flack about it, and right now he'd like to come out and talk about the situation, address it directly. Please welcome our pal, Dion Cole.
Thank you. Thanks, Conan. Well, there's this all-black website that I love to go to. It's called World Star Hip Hop. There it is. And we did a skit that finally made it on their site, and it got over 500,000 hits. I was very, very happy until I read some of the comments. And not all of them, but some of the people were saying some pretty harsh stuff about me. Take a look. Playing the game is code for selling out. There's no honor in that, and I'm not proud of this skit. It's blackface. So sick of these sellout coons making this race-focused jokes on white shows. All it does is perpetuate the belief that blacks are racist and obsessed with playing the victim. Old Lionel Richie looking mother. Why would they say such mean things to me? I really wanted to curse all of the commenters out over at World Star Hip Hop, but I thought they might come after me and try to shoot me or something. So instead, I asked another writer here on the show to come out right now and read my response. Please welcome Mr. Brian Kiley.
Thanks, Conan. First of all, who in the hell are you to question my blackness? You don't know me. I'm straight from the hood. And if you keep talking crazy, I'm gonna get in that ass. Just because you see me on TV with the whitest dude in America, don't mean that I won't pop that thing in your chest. And you're calling me a sellout because I'm doing something positive by making millions of people laugh at once? N-word, please. And who are you calling a Lionel Richie mother? I'm sexier than Lionel will ever be. Women love my chocolate, peanut butter, and caramel swirl complexion. And if you ever see my stable of thick, fine ass, drop it like it's hot anywhere, brown and round, black and stacked, back you up into a wall and knock you unconscious, big-ass booty women, you will never again question my blackness. Peace out, y'all.
Dion Cole, everybody, by way of Brian Kiley. Good work, gentlemen. Well, today is, of course, Martin Luther King Day. This is important, yeah. And, it's a very important day. It's a national holiday. And here to talk about what the day means to him is one of our writers, Mr. Dion Cole. Dion.
Thanks, Conan. So today is Martin Luther King Day as well as President Obama's inauguration. Seems to me that these are some very good reasons for a black man to have a day off. But my boss thinks otherwise. So I decided to split the difference. So I decided to come to work today, but not to do any work. So here to read what I wrote about Dr. Martin Luther King's Day is one of our other writers, Mr. Brian Kiley.
Thanks, Conan. As the only black writer on the staff, Martin Luther King Day means a lot to me. It reminds me of how far my people have come. Do you realize there was a time when I couldn't date a white woman? Now, I'm knee-deep in snow booty. And nobody says nothing. Except the sisters, who don't like it when a brother crosses over like that, because a sister will tell you in a minute. You know, that's some bullshit, Dion. What? You can't handle a strong black woman with your weak ass? Can't no white chick back it up and drop it like it's hot? Look at her. Look at her bony butt. Where did you meet her at? Whole Foods? And I'd be like, bitch, please. Don't try and tell me where to park my love muscle. King would be ashamed if I didn't spread this sweet chocolate caramel love to ladies of all races. Plus, I don't see you co-signing for a brand new car for me. And that pale tail don't trip when I go to the strip club. She go with me to the strip club. So you better recognize that all women are created equal when it comes to getting a piece of this tasty chunk of brown sugar delight. And that's what Martin Luther King Day means to me.
Everybody, by way of Brian Kiley. Thank you, gentlemen. Last week, the Pepsi company cut their ties with rap star Lil Wayne because one of his new songs contains controversial lyrics. Yeah. Well, one of our writers on the show has been following this story very closely, and he said he wants to share his opinion about this whole scandal with Lil Wayne and Pepsi. Please welcome Dion Cole.
Thanks, Conan. Yeah, I got an opinion about this, but I don't want to be the angry black guy coming out here talking about Lil Wayne and his situation. So instead, I'm going to let the whitest writer of the show come out here and read what I wrote. So everybody welcome Brian Kiley.
Thanks, Conan. Hey, Pepsi. As a righteous black man, I'm offended at how you treated my dog, Lil Wayne. I mean, who did you think you was getting, Will Smith? Is this your first time hearing a Lil Wayne album? So his other lyrics didn't bother you? Lyrics like, I'll let my goons rush you like Moscow, gun at your eyebrow, pow, pow. Or, I'm on that good kush and alcohol. I got some down bitches I can call. Come on, Pepsi. You hire a gangsta, you're gonna get a gangsta. Anyway, now that you fired Lil Wayne, you must be looking for another cool, hip young black man who can reach your market. Look no further. I will pimp the shit out of that Mountain Dew.
Brian, that's great. Brian Kiley and Dion Cole, everybody. Yeah, well, I'm sorry, what is it, Brian?
Actually, I have something I want to say, but it's so white, I'd like to have Dion say it for me. Is that okay, Dion?
Okay. So last week, I went to a Michael Bublé concert. It was picnic seating, and I tried to bring a bottle of white wine, but they took it from me because glass wasn't allowed. Well, sir, that really got my dockers in a bunch. I said, that's ridiculous. They let me bring Chardonnay to the David Sedaris reading.
Conan? Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you. As you all know, February has been Black History Month. It's a time to call attention to the great contributions of African Americans. And here to comment on the importance of Black History Month and what it means to him personally is one of our show's writers, Mr. Dion Cole. Give it up for Dion.
Thanks, Conan. I've got a lot to say tonight, but I don't want to just be another black man talking about Black History Month. I mean, people would just tune me out. So I like to bring out the show's whitest writer, and that's saying something, to read what I wrote. Please welcome Brian Kiley.
Thanks, Conan. As a proud African American, I do have a lot to say about Black History Month. First up, why the hell did you wait till your very last show in February to trot my black ass out here? You effed up derp. And now, last second, you bring me out here to make it look like you know what's poppin' with us brothers. Well, Conan, I ain't going out like that. You feel me? I'm tired of being the only black writer in a room full of middle-aged, pasty-faced, Downton Abbey watching, kale chip eating, hybrid driving, small dick wonders. If you really want to turn up and pay tribute to a brother, how about hooking a player up with a raise so I'll be rolling in ducats, chump? Yeah, that's what I thought, Chalkstripe. Come on out here, guys. Conan, me and the other brothers are walking out of here. Until you start showing us more respect, you're not going to see my black chocolate mocha caramel latte ass again, mother.
Dion Cole, everybody. As well said, Dion.
What are you doing?
And what do I encounter but one of the best, tightest bands I've heard in my professional life, the Absent Band. No joke. These men and women kill it. Seriously, you're amazing. Just go with me, I'm drunk. Hey, where's my beer that someone was supposed to pass to the front? I want that beer! You guys don't care, you only care about yourselves. You only get three, I want one. Let's bring out a guy right now. He's my band leader. He's one of the best guitarists in the world, Mr. Jimmy Vivino! Please welcome one of the most talented women I know, a hilarious person, and a great friend of the troops, Lori Kilmartin!
I would tell my female friends my boyfriend cheated, and they would all respond alike. They'd all be like, "Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry. Give me a hug. Be very sympathetic like women are." Then I would tell my male friends he cheated, and they also responded alike, but it was always something like, "How'd you find out?" I hacked into his computer. How'd you figure out his password? It was his name. I gotta go. So I have an 8-year-old son, and already at age 8, we've had multiple discussions on masturbation etiquette at 8 years old. I was like, please do not knock on mom's door when she's masturbating. That's my time. Get your own damn apple juice. I'm working on my own juice box. Now,
Please welcome Brian Kiley!
I have a lot of problems. I have that problem where sometimes in the middle of the night, I'll stop breathing, and it's not sleep apnea, it's the other one where your wife's holding a pillow over your face. I don't know what you call that one. But times have changed. There's so much sex on TV, especially when I'm home alone. I can't get anything done. My wife was a psychology major in college, so she's constantly psychoanalyzing me. When I wanted to fire the pool boy, she said, "You feel threatened by young virile males because you're getting older and you're coping with your own mortality." And my argument was, we don't have a pool.
We are coming to the end of February, which is Black History Month. So I asked a good friend of the show to come out and say a few words. You know him from Blackish, Grownish, and his hilarious Netflix comedy special, our friend Dion Cole. Let's get him out here.
Thanks, Conan. I do want to talk about Black History Month, but what I have to say is a little confrontational. Now, it's gonna upset some white people, but I don't want to come off as an angry black man, so instead of me saying what I want to say, I got one of your whitest writers to speak on my behalf. So please welcome my buddy and friend, Brian Kiley. Come on out, Brian. Just read what's on the cards.
Conan, you lazy mother. You have the nerve to ask me, Dion Cole, to come on the very last show in the very last week of Black History Month. I guess my job is to add a layer of blackness to your cracker-ass show.
Dion, that is not why I asked you here.
See, I told you it was gonna upset some white people. Keep going, Brian.
Conan, you sorry-ass bitch. You treat Black History Month like some test you didn't study for. So you call me, your fly-as-hell black friend Dion Cole, at the last minute to try to make you look all woke and shit.
Okay, this is really, it's just not true.
N-word, please. You could have called me much sooner in February.
No, I couldn't, Dion. The reason we didn't call you sooner is because we couldn't come up with a good comedy idea about the topic.
That's never stopped you before, mother.
What?
Oh, I didn't write that part. Brian just threw that in there.
Anyway, Conan, I love you and I love your show. I'm happy to come in and do a Black History Month bit. Just don't wait till the last minute. Aight?
No.
Aight? Now get in here and hug a brother.
I got this, Brian. I got this. Here we go, Brian.
Dion Cole, everybody! Catch Dion on his Coleology stand-up tour tickets. DionCole.com. Be there, or you're dead to me.
You want to do mono first?
Sure.
Yeah.
Get ready to say everything we ever said at the monologue meetings. Cancel time.
Behind the Nazis, take two.
Yesterday was daylight savings time when, daylight savings time when we lose an hour for no apparent reason. Yeah. By the way, losing an hour for no apparent reason is also the motto for this show. We've always, Hey, Conan O'Brien here, Andy Richter, for another edition of Behind the Nonsense, where we look behind the scenes. Today we're going to focus a little bit on the monologue process, specifically the meetings that we would have just before the show would tape, figure out which jokes to do, and often it was a very chaotic and hilarious mess, that meeting. Joining me, Laurie Kilmartin, hilarious comedy writer. Brian, Kiley, occasionally, no, always hilarious. You're no Kilmartin, but you're good. I don't know what to say, but we get into this very small room, and this went on for years and years and years.
And it's your dressing room.
My dressing room.
So it's your space.
It's my space. We're getting ready. The audience is just on the other side of the wall, sometimes loading in, sometimes the band is playing. We're getting very close to showtime. And time is of the essence, and we're looking through a big stack of jokes, and then absolute inappropriate foolishness. Well, you describe it,
yes,
Lori.
I think it's so interesting that to get to the place where you can tell these really clean jokes on television, you have to go to a place where you're just saying unrepeatable things in the green room just to get yourself there.
You've just identified what it is. Lori and Brian are both very good, excellent stand-up comedians. You guys understand something about this performing process.
I'm pretty stressed out. I have a 10-year-old son, and already at age 10, we've had multiple discussions on masturbation etiquette at 10 years old. I was like, please do not knock on mom's door when she's masturbating.
There is something about needing to stretch it all the way out here to then pull it back to here. So the jokes would be, jokes that you can tell on television about the president or a celebrity or what happened in the news today. You would push me, I would push you, we would stretch it way out and be doing entire riffs that...
Talk about canceled.
The whole point was that you were going to be really clean in about 5 minutes. And that's what was so hilarious.
But it's also, too, I always look at it as like, we ran an opium den for tourists, and we could only get off on the really hard stuff. Go ahead, have this weak sauce, but for us, I gotta put poison right in my veins before I feel anything.
I remember one of the first meetings out here, Andy was late, and you guys got in a fake yelling argument of, where were you? I was around the corner. Around the corner, fudge is made. And it became this whole about what was that rhyme and what, and we had to Google. But it's 20 minutes
We had to Google it.
And then it's like 2 minutes to do the jokes because we were discussing milk
And again,
lemonade.
band playing, every second is precious. We're supposed to get out there and do this show, but we would get started
on milk lemonade.
Milk lemonade around the corner. And Brian, you go back to 93 or early 94?
94, yeah.
Okay, so you're, really pretty much a lifer. You came on the show and you didn't really know what to expect, and you thought, well, Conan's probably this erudite. Like, all you knew is that, he went to a good college.
Absolutely. It's like, he's this Harvard guy, whatever. And then it was like, oh my God, this is total
But I
insanity.
remember we had a meeting where we were talking about jokes, and I said one thing, but then I pretended.
You had a candle there for some reason, and you lit the candle, and then you had a bottle of scotch, and you pretended to knock the candle over in the scotch, and then you pretended to catch on fire, and then you were going out the window, and somehow the curtain wrapped around your neck. It was like this long...
And then I hung myself as I burned, and I acted it all out, and Brian's sitting there, and this has nothing to do with the show. And then you got a very different idea of...
It was like my first day, and I'm like, okay, this is not what I was expecting.
This is not going to be Dick Cavett.
And I remember also there was one of my first days, we were trying to decide between this joke or that joke, and you stopped somebody in the hall and said, what do you think of this joke on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the funniest, 2 not being funny, 3 being funny again, and then you just went all the way
I made it super complicated. It was an intern. The intern was like, wait, what's 4? No, there is no 4. There's 3 and then 5. 5 is great, but 4 is off limits, and 3 is no good. And
what I love, too, is that at the beginning of that, you really wanted an answer, but then you discovered, like, oh, no, there's this other thing that I want much more, which is to fuck with this kid,
I want to really have a good time.
Yeah.
Your laugh is so fantastic. And just
fantastic.
Yeah, the Kilmartin cackle, we'd call it. But we would be inappropriate, and then you would push us much farther sometimes. I remember that very clearly.
Yes, for sure. We were always grateful when someone was saying earlier, Gavin Polone would stop in because he also had a great laugh. And sometimes we knew the mono wasn't our best effort. And it's like, please God, let Gavin be there today and save some
Gavin's
jokes.
my manager, and he would come by always wearing a tracksuit, a full full tracksuit, head to toe.
Matching, yeah.
Matching tracksuit, but he's got a really good sense of humor, and he'd sit there and he would laugh really hard, and the rest of us get so jaded, like, there's not a lot of laughter in that room.
Yeah.
And then Gavin would come in, and then he would usually try and think of some money-making scheme. He would say, you know, you could take that joke, you could try and make it a sitcom, and then I could produce it, and we're like, shut up!
After a while working on a show like this, there is a lot of like, oh yeah, that's really funny. You know, you don't laugh at things, but you're like, oh yeah, that's really funny.
Gavin and Sona often save jokes.
Yes.
Well, Sona, my assistant, God love her, she was a good laugher, but she really liked jokes that had weed in them. You know,
Dick jokes.
Dick jokes.
Yeah, she liked
and she'd be like, ha! And I'd be like, no, I'm not gonna. And you guys would say, like, see, it's worth doing it.
Our crowd.
See, the guy had too much weed, and then his dick got big. I'm like, that's not a joke. It should be like, ha ha ha, weed and dick. And then, of course, my manager would be like, you know, actually, what we could do is market something. We could market something that makes your penis larger using marijuana.
Our jokes could never compete with the riffs. That was the problem.
In the room.
You'd do Blue Kylie or something and kill, and then we'd go to the jokes, and I was like...
I would spend 20 minutes doing an impression of Brian Kiley.
We always called my grandfather Poppy because of his opium addiction.
I can impersonate Brian Kiley doing his jokes and his mannerisms, and it's very, I would do this routine where it's Kylie in a club going incredibly blue, filthy blue, I can't even say it right here, but just imagine.
The dirtiest thing you've ever heard.
The dirtiest thing that Red Fox ever said times 10, and it's Kylie doing that and killing, and then riding home in his tiny little conservative car, and then reading a Truman biography in his bed, and then getting called to go back to the club. And so I'm with my old lady, and I told her you've got to wash that ass. Wash that ass. If I'm going to go down there and service you in that area, you need to clean that fucking ass. You see. I don't know why that stuff would just. We would do it. We'd be crying, and then I was like, all right. Let's go do this TV show. Yeah. There's a new trend where people watch television that they despise, and it's called hate watching. Hate watching, yeah. Speaking of hate watching, hi, Mom. All right, well, you get an idea of what we were talking about. I never want to see either of you again.